Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Sydney Chong, and today I'll be sharing with you the top 6 things that you wish someone could have told you before your IVF journey. So I have been at both ends of the IVF journey. First, as a patient going through IVF, and as a practitioner assisting many patients to go through IVF. In this episode, I'm sharing with you my experience being a patient and also being a provider. It is an exceptional case to have successful IVF with just one cycle. Most women will undergo several rounds of IVF, and this is to retrieve the best quality eggs and to have higher chances of the embryos to thrive. In my clinical practice, I see many women who are going through IVF and assisted many in their journey. I help them with diet, lifestyle, acupuncture, and Chinese medicinal herbs to achieve a highest success rate. I have been at the end of both spectrums, having the experience of going through IVF myself, and after that, assisting other women in the journey. These are some key takeaways for you. In my practice, I use acupuncture and a combination of herbs to help my patients to have a successful IVF. I also sometimes hear questions from many of my patients that they wish they know how many injections they have to do every day. Or they wish someone could have told them about how they would feel certain ways after an injection. Or somebody could have told them about this particular thing before they sign the paperwork with this particular clinic. So there are questions in terms of medication, questions in terms of all the types that they have to go through, and questions relating to the particular team that they work with. So for today's topic, I will go over the top 6 items that you wish you have known before embarking on your IVF journey. Number 1, IVF requires an investment, not just in terms of finance, but time, patience, and commitment. Let's look at the figures in the West Coast. It varies across the cities, but on the West Coast, the range is between 8,000 to 13,000 for one IVF cycle. This is without any medication. With medication, the cost can go up to about 20,000 per cycle. Some insurance companies will cover fertility, but most do not. The average cycle that most couples will go through is about 6 rounds. This is due to the financial burden it can put on most couples. There are always extra payments to account for, such as medication, anesthesia, genetic testing, and cryo storage to freeze the embryos. The rounds can go up to 6 rounds for the most successful retrieval and transfer. So prepare in a way that you can. Have a plan and a conversation with your partner about the financial boundaries or how you can save money for this. And ask the questions to yourself. If you will look back 10 years from now, would you have regretted spending that money? Or would you regret you did not try? That will be different for everyone. In terms of time commitment, you have to clear your schedule. When you start your IVF, you will be given a calendar. So this calendar will be according to your menstrual cycle. So expect about 6 to 12 months of appointments, including blood tests, daily injections, ultrasounds, and communicating with your provider and more. So if you are traveling, consider doing your injections or medication at the same time every day. This will increase the absorption of the medication when they are done this way. You also have to clear your calendar for any strenuous physical activity. If you are considering doing a marathon, this is definitely not a good time for you. And you should schedule something like that after your whole cycle. Number two, it is a different journey for everyone. Your IVF journey will be different from someone else's. There are many online forums now where you can learn about others' journey and hear their stories and how they were successful or the challenges they were going through. The issue starts when you start to question how yours is different, why your medication is different, or why your clinic is not doing certain things for you, or why this person is saying that they have these symptoms or on a medication that is different from yours. Just remember that each person's health and hormones and medications will be different from yours. If you find yourself comparing too often, consider other ways to find support. In my clinic, doing acupuncture to enhance the treatment of IVF, I often hear stories of how someone can become upset because they were not told something by their clinic or did not get the support they needed in their clinic. So it is all about being proactive and to also being advocate for yourself. So number three, advocate for yourself. IVF is an investment to secure a future for your family. It is now or never to speak up for yourself. Ask questions to your medical team if in doubt. You might have a good experience or a bad experience. It is all up to you to handle each step of the process and choose how to be informed. If you require more of a personal connection with your physician, then perhaps seek out a smaller clinic where you can do that. Or if the physician works with a team of very efficient nurse and assistants, then they can be very hands-on with you. That will maybe be a better fit for you instead. I've worked with about 3 to 4 clinics in my city, and I know how each one of them works. Some clinics are very hands-on, while others are very hands-off. This does not mean you have to keep switching clinics. It may mean that you need to get on the phone or email them to get your questions answered. And be very proactive. Ask questions. Call if your emails are unanswered. Advocate for yourself. Let's look at number 4. Be ready for multiple rounds of IVF. Be prepared to do a few rounds of IVF. One may not be enough. Many factors play a role in the successful retrieval of embryos. And if you have frozen embryos, they do not mean a guaranteed pregnancy. 8 years ago, when I was doing IVF, it was very new to do PGS or genetic testing. I'm glad I did it, as that guaranteed that the only best quality embryos were frozen and they all have a higher chances of survival. If you have chosen to do multiple rounds of stimulations and retrievals to freeze the best healthy and genetically normal embryos, then the outcome would be much better. As you know, the older you are, the less quantity and quality of embryos could be retrieved. So, if time is on your side and you have a higher ovarian reserve, then multiple rounds of stimulations can give you higher and best quality embryo. If you are over 35 years old, there are still some ways to prep for really good quality embryos if using different types of treatment, including acupuncture, herbs, and a higher dose of supplements at least 3 months before you start your IVF journey. Number 5, we will look at how to prep your body before IVF. Acupuncture and Chinese herbs are under the umbrella of Chinese medicine. I like to use this term as it encompasses more than just acupuncture itself. Chinese medicine should start 100 days or at least 3 months before your IVF journey. This will allow time to build up and strengthen your menstrual cycle. In scouring the internet for the benefits of acupuncture and herbs during IVF, many studies have shown that the combination of acupuncture and herbs help to increase the rate and improve and enhance egg quality and sperm quality for the couple. Before trying to get pregnant, it is important to ensure that your body is ready. I highly recommend getting Chinese medicine treatments 3 months prior to IVF cycle to prepare your body for treatment. And these help to ensure that both partners are in their optimum state of health and healthy lifestyles. During IVF, the use of Chinese medicine also enhances the medication use and can reduce the side effects of bloating and nausea during the process. However, if you miss this window, don't worry. Most clinics like mine will work out a treatment plan for you. In my practice, I recommend studying Chinese medicine to improve the menstrual cycle, to promote natural ovulation, to regulate hormones, and to reduce PMS, which in turn will balance your hormone. There are also many cases where my patients become naturally pregnant before starting or during the breaks of IVF with my help. This is great news, of course, because IVF procedures could be a very stressful time for couples. Chinese medicine may help you relax and calm the mind. So be ready, as the IVF process will change the way you feel in your body, your mood, your energy, sleep, and hormone will take some hits. You could be very tired during this process or feel bloated all the time. You might have a harder time sleeping. Some medications can cause hot flashes and more. Just be patient and hold on to some sort of support with your family. Acupuncture and Chinese medicine can help to reduce some of these side effects and calm the mind. Number 6, consider additional support. For some of you who prefer to share your IVF journey publicly, you may get a lot of encouragement and support, which is great. For others, this journey may be more private. Your support may be limited if you go this route. I think the most important type of support for anyone is the quality of support, not the quantity. Maybe you only want your sister, your best friend, or your mother to be there for you with quality support. So go with that. For others, you might want to have the whole online fertility community be involved in your journey. That's fine too. Know that it can be also quite overwhelming this way. As some IVF journeys will take a few years before resulting in a healthy pregnancy and live birth, you would need to keep answering questions of others who reach out to you all the time if you are on the online forum. But whatever you do, it's okay to ask for the support you need in the season you are in. And it's okay also as your support will change when your journey continues. So there's no one way that fits you. Just choose whatever that works for you. So there you have it. To sum up this episode, here are 6 top items you should know before embarking on your IVF journey. Number 1, IVF requires investment of finance, time, patience, and commitment. You can be on this journey for more than 1 year or more. Number 2, it is a different journey for everyone, so try not to compare yourself. Number 3, advocate for yourself. Ask questions to your medical team. And number 4, be ready for multiple rounds of IVF and plan ahead on your calendar. Number 5, prep your body before your IVF cycle using Chinese medicine's acupuncture and herbs to regulate your hormones and enhance the success of your IVF. Number 6, consider support within your community, whether that is from your family or friends. Okay, lovely. That's it. That is the topic for today. 6 top items that you should know before starting on your IVF journey. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe on the button below. Till next time, see you soon. Bye for now.